Good morning, students. Welcome back once again to your online classes. Yesterday we had discussed the first chapter of science, as you can see on the board, living and non-living things. Also, I gave you some homework to be done in your science notebook and also in your readers, in your science book. Okay? So, on page number 15, exercise B, exercise A was given as your homework. I told you to do exercise A in your book itself. Okay? Now exercise B, exercise C and exercise D. These three exercises we will be doing it today. Okay? Now remember this, that exercise B, exercise C and D, you have to do them in your science copy, in your science notebook. Okay, so yesterday I gave you to write differences between living and non-living things. Also I gave you two diagrams to draw. The first diagram was draw one living and one non-living thing. Okay, and the second diagram was draw one natural non-living and one man-made non-living. I hope you all have done that. So after you complete the diagrams, now this is the next exercise that you have to do in your science notebook. Okay, you will continue after the diagram. Okay, you'll put the heading there on top, complete the word. As you can see, blanks are given here. You have to fill in these blanks. Okay, now the first one, living things get dash from food. What do living things get from food? I discussed yesterday. The answer is energy. Living things, they get energy from food. Okay, then the second question is, plants show movement towards the dash. The answer will be light. L-I-G-H-T, light. Light means sunlight. Okay, I told you yesterday that plants, they need sunlight. Okay, they use sunlight as their food. Okay, then the third answer, insects breathe through dash. What do insects breathe through? Insects, they don't have nose. Okay, they don't have gills like fish do. So how do insects breathe? They breathe through air holes. Now the insect's body, they have small holes in them. Okay, they breathe through those air holes. Okay, then number 4, living things breathe in this gas. Now what do living things breathe in? Living things like we human beings, what gas do we breathe inside? The answer is oxygen. We living beings, we take in oxygen. And the next question, number 5, is opposite to it. Living things breathe out this gas. We take in oxygen. What do we give out? We give out carbon dioxide. Okay, we give out carbon dioxide. Okay, remember these two names nicely. Human beings or living beings, they take in oxygen and they give out carbon dioxide. Then number 6, a new plant can grow from a dash. How does a new plant grow? It grows from a seed. Yesterday I discussed this answer with you. A new plant grows from a seed. Now also, sometimes there are some plants, it grows from dash or dash. Now there are some plants that do not grow from seeds, but they grow from the parts of the plant. So name the other two parts, okay, from where plants can grow. The answer is leaf or stem. Okay, these are the other two parts of a plant from where a new plant can grow. Okay, so I am repeating the answers once again. Just check your work when you complete. Okay, the first answer is energy. The second answer is light. The third answer is air holes. The fourth answer is oxygen. The fifth answer is carbon dioxide. And number 6 answers are seed, leaf, stem. Okay? So this work has to be done in your science notebook. Okay? After you complete this, then you will move on to the next exercise now. Now when you look into your books, you'll see exercise number C. Now exercise number C is name them. So when you're writing in your copy, you'll put the heading like this. Number 2, write the heading here, name them, and underline the heading. Okay? Now the first question is, the questions are also given in your book. Okay? The first question is, an animal that gives birth to its young ones. An animal that gives birth to its young ones. Okay, so you have to name an animal that gives birth to its young one. Now there are so many options here. Okay, you can name any animal that gives birth to young one. Young one means babies. Okay, say for example, I am writing the answer cow. You can write any answer that is suitable here. You can write dogs, okay, or anything that you find suitable for you. Okay. Then the second question is, an animal that lays eggs. An animal that lays eggs. Now here also there are many options that can be correct. Okay, I am giving you one option here, one answer. If you want, you can write the same thing. Otherwise, if you think any more to be suitable, any more answer to be suitable, you can write that also. It will be correct. Okay. So an animal that lays eggs, I can write frog over here. Okay. Underline the answer. Whichever answers you are writing, underline them. And do not put S over here. Okay. Because it is asked an animal. You are writing one name singular. So don't put S. Okay. So I have written frog. You can also write crocodile. Okay. So they are turtles. Okay. So these are some examples of animals that lay eggs. Then the third question, that is number 3. A plant that grows a new plant from its stem. Okay, number third question is, a plant that grows a new plant from its stem. As I gave you the answer in the previous exercise, that there are some plants that can grow from its stem, from the stem of another plant or of the same plant. Okay, so the answer can be here rose. Okay, the rose flower, the plant, the rose tree actually, okay, it can grow from its stem. Okay. Now one thing to make you clear is, what is the meaning of this word, grows a new plant from its stem? That means, suppose if you see a rose plant anywhere, if you cut the stem, okay, if you cut half of the stem, now what will happen? From the same stem again a new plant will grow. So that is the meaning of this, grows a new plant from its stem. Okay. Then the fourth question, number 4. A non-living thing. A non-living thing. Now there are so many examples here that you can write of non-living things. If you look around you, okay, you will find so many non-living things. So anything that you find suitable, you can write. I have written chair, you can write anything: bed, sofa, door, table, okay, fridge, book, pen, pencil, shoes, whatever you find suitable, you can write. Okay, all answers will be accepted. The correct answers will be accepted. Okay, then the last number is 5. An insect that breathes through its air holes. Okay, an insect that breathes through its air holes. You have to name an insect. We can write over here grasshopper. Okay, grasshopper is an insect that breathes through its air holes. Okay, so I'm repeating the answers once again. The first one is cow, the second is frog, the third is rose, number 4 is chair, number 5 grasshopper. As I told you earlier, there are certain places where different answers are accepted, but it should be correct. So if you find those answers suitable, you can write them. Okay, now after we complete this exercise here, we move on to the next one, that is question answers. Okay, now question answers, this is the last exercise of this chapter that has to be done in your science notebook. Okay, so after you finish this, name these, then you continue over there, put the heading number 3 and you will write this. Okay, answer these questions. Okay, the first question. Now the questions are given in your book. Okay, there are total 6 questions there, but we will do only 5. Number 6 we are not going to do, because number 6 question says compare a living thing with a non-living thing. That means you have to differentiate or give the difference or write the difference between a living and a non-living thing, which I have already told you to do it yesterday in the last class. Okay, so we will be doing the first 5 questions. Okay, so the first question is, why do animals move from one place to another?